At an undisclosed location in Yuma, Arizona, Emily Rosebot and her roommate Miranda broadcast from separate rooms of their apartment complex a series of critiques of vintage and contemporary video games. These are some of them.
Hey, have you seen my USB drive?
The one labeled important?
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, summer is just about here, Miranda. You know what that means?
Time to break out my non-existent bikini and waterproof voice box and get a golden brown tan before I head into the office on Monday?
Not exactly, but wait, you don't tan, do you?
Only emotionally. I burn out on optimism by noonish.
Oh. Well, then you might actually like this game. It's called T&C Surf Designs for the NES. Funny enough, it's based on a town and country surf shop in Hawaii that's still in business. And the game characters are the company's mascots.
So we're headed to Hawaii. I'll be sure to pack some SPF 8000 and a 6-pack of ice-cold Pennzoil.
Right from the beginning, the game gives you a few options. You can do the skateboarding stages only, the surfing stages only, or you can switch back and forth between the two with the wood and water rage options.
Typical. Ice-cold water usually eliminates wood amongst the male population, thus the rage.
No, that's not what it means. It just means you can do the surfing and skating together with your character duo of choice. You!
Right. Your dynamic duo includes Tiki Man and Cool Cat, or Joe Cool and Thrilla Gorilla. Somehow I'm convinced these names were decided upon by a boardroom full of Jeff Spicolis.
Hey, bud, let's party.
I don't think players will be paying much attention to the names, just the objectives.
And those are?
To survive.
In Hawaii? During the 80s? Well, if larceny and arson weren't an issue over there, it seemed their biggest was the ginormous potholes on the beach. Was this just never addressed, or were they waiting for Joe Cool to file a lawsuit for a broken neck?
Beats me. But it does serve as a great obstacle in the skateboarding levels. That is, when you're not busy avoiding beach falls, runaway RC cars, and turtles.
And not the Teenage Mutant Ninja variety. Not the crossover we needed or wanted.
Next is the surfing stages, aka does your orange tabby look good in the tux while trying to catch the ultimate wave?
The answer being no. You'd be lucky if your cat wanted to hop into the bathtub, let alone a whole ocean. Also, is the wave frozen in time, or did the game's creators settle on making one part of the ocean move? The part where you're not supposed to hand up on.
I mean, this is the NES we're talking about, Miranda. The graphics were nice. The sprite animations have that gorilla's hat flapping in the ocean breeze.
You mean the ocean that doesn't move? You can't even tell you're going somewhere until you see the beach. Maybe it's not a real ocean. Maybe it's a water park surf simulator.
No, I don't think so. Well, what about the sound? The music sets the mood, right?
Oh, sure. That one music track got my heart up pumping. What happened? The NES could dish out some decent musical tracks for different levels. Is it because it's an LJN product that they skimped on the music or used a subpar track?
Okay. So the music maybe wasn't that spectacular, but at least the controls were good. It didn't take me long to master the surfing stages, and I was pulling off tricks like I was born to ride the waves.
You were born to rust in the waves, darling. The controls are okay if you got time on your hands. You will adjust. Even if you become a skating, surfing master, the challenge doesn't really take a jump into the extreme. There's more to dodge on the skateboard stages than there are in the open waters. Just the seagulls become a major pain in my propulsion torso.
Oh, yeah, those seagulls were relentless. Also, who invited the little sidekick from Fantasy Island to get in the way of my fancy moves? Whatever mode you do select, you'll have some fun here. It's the perfect summer game.
For those who couldn't afford California games anyway.
I know you're gonna make fun of me for this one, but Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is still, to me, the ultimate crossover brawler. I don't care what Infinite thinks it's doing. This one slaps.
Slaps? Kid, it looks like a hot glue gun exploded in a comic book store.
That's the point. It's chaos, but like beautiful neon chaos. Marvel vs. Capcom Legends in one place, just throwing hands. You pick 3 characters, smash some buttons, and boom! Hyper combos, tag team assists, everything that goes kaboom in HD glory.
Hulk smash, puny human!
Bring it on! Go for broke! Fight!
The timeless ballet of light particles, punch sounds, and Deadpool narrating his own moves. Who designed this, an overcaffeinated raccoon?
Maybe. But that raccoon had vision. Look at this. Iron Man's blasting fools, Ryu flinging fireballs, and Deadpool... Oh, Deadpool. He breaks the 4th wall mid-fight. You know that makes my brain explode in happy shapes.
You mentioned Deadpool more than you breathe. I'm beginning to think you only like the game because it's a loud comic book with a punch button.
Not true. Okay, mostly true. But don't talk about my boo like that. Now, the art style is gorgeous. It's like anime in comic books had a baby, and that baby was raised in an arcade on Red Bull.
That's deeply concerning, and probably illegal in 3 systems. Also, I counted 7 booms in under 90 seconds.
That's restraint. You haven't heard the soundtrack yet. It's so hype. Every stage sounds like a dance-off between 2 synth DJs trying to save the world with bass drops.
I did hear it. I'm still trying to stop my speaker diaphragm from convulsing. It's not a rave, Em. It's a fist opera.
A fist opera. I like that. I'm gonna use that. That's exactly what it is. The controls are super clean. You can go full sweaty try-hard or switch on simple mode and look like a pro without destroying your precious thumbs.
Simple mode. For humans who fear commitment. Or fingers.
Look, even you could pull off a sick air combo and feel like Jean Grey meets Chun-Li.
I don't need to feel like anything. I am those things. But I digress. What's your final verdict?
Oh, easy. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the Xbox 360 is a blast of color, chaos, and character. You don't just play it, you survive it. It's dumb, brilliant comic book mayhem, and I love it like it owes me rent money.
Speaking of which, I'm still waiting on your half, Miss I'll get you next paycheck.
So what about you, Miriam? What did you think of the game?
It's a fighting game. It just has Marvel superheroes and a few Capcom mascots attached to it. If it made it to number 3, it must be doing something right. Either that, or it just gives the boys out there 2 minutes to stare at the likes of Chun-Li and She-Hulk without the fear of a restraining order.
And I can stare at Deadpool for the same amount of time, despite a restraining order from Ryan Reynolds. So, this game might make you hungry, Miranda. And by hungry, I mean deeply concerned about what counts as food in the Atari universe.
Oh, good. Nothing pairs better with existential dread than simulated junk food. What's on the galactic menu?
It's fast food for the Atari 2600. It's kind of like if Pac-Man gave up on mazes and just opened up his mouth at a drive-through window.
Ah, yes, the thrilling tale of Mighty Mouth, an unsupervised, free-floating set of lips catching flying food in a snack bar death vortex. How American.
Right? It's a game where food, actual pixelated food, is hurled through the air like culinary dodgeballs. Burgers, fries, shakes, probably my Uncle Earl's expired casserole, too.
You say expired. I say aged like a fine catastrophe.
Everything is edible except the purple pickles. Those are evil. You eat too many of those and Mighty Mouth lets out a burp so powerful that the snack bar shuts down. Game over, man. Game over.
Hang on a sec. He gets disqualified for burping? That's digestion slander. Honestly, burping should mean there's room for more. Let the mouth eat in peace.
Seriously. And as you scarf down more snacks, you rack up points. Calories. It even tells you you're getting fatter on the screen like a retro intervention or something.
Atari, always ahead of its time in combining shame and snacks. So poetic.
It's actually weirdly fun. The graphics are simple, but you can tell the nachos from the burgers, the soda from the unbranded milkshake. It's all moving fast, so it gets surprisingly tense.
So, let me get this straight. You are a floating mouth in a haunted snack bar, dodging demon pickles, binging burgers, and trying not to explode. This is what humans call harmless fun?
Yup. No calorie tracking, no diet apps, just pure, guilt-free, 8-bit gluttony. And hey, it's way more exciting than kale.
If only eating that much in real life came with fun intermissions instead of heartburn and fat-shaming your coworkers.
We could all benefit from a Mighty Mouth day. Anyway, fast food on the Atari 2600. It's ridiculous, gets fast, and it's more fun than it has any right to be. Just skip the pickles.
Noted. Reminding to cancel your produce delivery. You are clearly not ready for vegetables.
Okay, this game stars a pair of aliens who crash land on Earth and have to collect pieces of their spaceship while avoiding angry bees, humans in hula skirts, and demonic mailboxes. You know, just your average Tuesday.
Let me guess. Another alien species that ghosted you after one awkward lunch date at the Nebula Diner?
Excuse you, Toejam texted once after. That counts.
Toejam and Earl, huh? Were those the guys who RSVP'd to my birthday party, then accidentally crash-landed on Earth the same day? Yeah, real smooth.
Well, they got style, funky beats, big shoes, and the total lack of GPS. This Sega Genesis classic is basically two hip-hop aliens stumbling across weird Earth stuff while jamming to the funkiest soundtrack ever programmed into a cartridge.
So, it's a musical scavenger hunt in a fever dream designed by someone who once licked a synthesizer?
Pretty much. The game is roguelike, meaning every level is randomized. New layouts, new enemies, new power-ups. But if you want to work with the familiar, fixed world will always be the same. Now then, the stuff you pick up is totally wild. Rocket skates, root beer, tomatoes, a literal doorway that lets you teleport.
Oh, good. Just like our last blind date. Remember that guy? Said he was from the Andromeda system, but turned out to be a hologram with commitment issues?
He claimed he was phase-shifting through dimensions and couldn't be emotionally available. I get it.
You get being ghosted by a light projection? Meh, whatevs.
Anyway, Toejam and Earl is all about exploration and chaos. You can play solo or co-op, and the split screen kicks in whenever you wander away from each other. It's kind of like us whenever I used to suggest stopping for frozen space yogurt at the mall.
That one time, I got stuck in line behind a sentient pretzel who wouldn't stop complaining about mustard.
This game oozes personality. It's got that early 90s too cool to explain anything attitude. And the soundtrack? Pure funky jam. It's like Earth, Wind, and Fire moved into the game console.
It does sound better than most of your mixtapes. Less crying, more bass.
Hey, my breakup playlist owns, and you know it, Miranda. But back to the game here. Whether you're throwing tomatoes at nerds, running away from crazy dentists, or high-fiving your way through all the aforementioned chaos, Toejam and Earl is weird in all the best ways. So, if you've never played it, grab a friend, pop on some shades, and get funky. Just watch out for the hula dancers. They are relentless.
Relentless, yes. Like that one dude who texts you his junks in hopes of wooing you.
It was nice-looking junk.
Fine, you date the guy who runs the salvage yard on the edge of the galaxy, and I'll wait to hear back from George Clooney.
Tell Batman I said hi.